Alright
Still no
then.
contact from Lars.
No. We'll have to see, won't we? He seemed to manage at the start anyway. Um, then he waved his badge around when he came in and all good. Okay, so last time and have a seat. You went and bought stuff. You went and captured a man, and basically just gave him to another arbitrator for safekeeping. You got the name of a big guy, Callias Powell. Pete got a discreet transmission or message from someone asking for a meet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, he did.
I actually don't. I struggle to remember what I had for dinner 2 days ago. Never mind what we talked about last week.
Well, see, this is why I made you all group sections to write your notes down in, but no one ever writes the notes down in.
That's true.
Um, Adam is going back to Acadian Arms for some information and potential direction on making
Learning the trade. Learning a trade.
learning the way to make a shock. Was it a shock bayonet
Yeah, that was it, yeah.
without marigolds?
Without marigolds.
Um, did you get any specific things crawl at all? I don't think so. I think you just got given seeing the Dark Goggles MK2.
Yep.
Some might say that's good enough.
Oh,
I feel like
bit
that-
is it?
I don't know, we'll see. They might never come in handy again. Caves are done. Caves are done.
Don't you be stealing my glasses?
Hmm?
Don't you be stealing my glasses, mate?
I had glasses before it was cool.
So did I, mate. But you're stealing them from me now.
Yes. Okay. So I'm assuming you all wake up in the squealing hog.
Yeah, nigga.
Right. What you doing? What you doing today then?
I want to meet that guy.
That guy? Oh, you mean the guy who contacted you? Yeah, you just got a discreet message saying business opportunities. Meet with chance to get back. Meet me at the tavern down on the third ring.
Have
That's
you
all it
told
said.
us that?
I was planning on keeping it to myself.
Oh, well, that's fine. Yeah, I was just making sure. Just knowing where we stand.
Who wants to go first then?
I'm already up.
I'll go on.
I'm sat at the like I'm sure there's a desk in the room, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I am
Do you want?
on the crack to I'm maintaining weapons. I'm also going to give this shock baton another
Alright,
another
give
go.
it another go on your own.
And I'm going to do a little bit of a power to assist me.
Oh. What's the power do?
It is knack.
It's that one, is it?
Hang on, I'm going to do 1d100, see if I can do a thingy first. What's it called? I can't remember what it's called.
Evocation.
Evocation, that's it.
Ooh, I like the new one you've just bought, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
dead.
this.
He's dead.
Yep, I passed that. And then... Yeah, let me just give that 1d10 plus... 15. Get
Holy
plus
shit.
10 to whatever I'm about to do.
The lag.
I know, yeah.
Squid him. Oh dear.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now. It's cooled a bit.
Alright.
That was amusing. Okay. So you passed Knack.
Just about to do this.
You actually got a
I'll
really
do that
you got a
test
really
now.
good, really
Yeah,
damn thing
so-
good on Knack actually.
I don't think it overbleeds, does it?
Didn't have any overbleed options, no.
No. Yeah.
No.
So then I'm going to do my tech thing to
Yep.
try and have a crack at this,
Your
and I get a
tech
plus
use.
5 on this because of my skin tilling.
Yeah, so that's
It is a. Let me check my tech skill. I've got to get under 47. Which is 47.
well, it's plus
Hey!
5. Well, it's plus 5 plus 10 from Knack.
Oh yeah, and yeah, so 57.
So
Some decent
Uh,
success there.
you've definitely found a way to isolate the power, the channeling of the power into the weapon, and just keep it isolated on the blade. But you've yet to find out how to minimize it enough that it doesn't make the weapon that much heavier. So I'm gonna say if you pass another one like that, then you'll crack it. Bang bang. I will let you do it again later on in the session if you want, like when you meet the guy. Can you actually hear me, by the way? You just frozen, looking quizzical. Oh.
GG.
I'm just completely like the fucking. Just like 1 minute.
Yep. Internet, gents.
Because he died.
Yeah. So I think he's done that. So I think I'll do
Hello?
you. Oh, yeah.
I'm back now, I think. If it happens again, I'm gonna rip all the cables out of the wall.
If you could hear yourself.
You went really high pitched for some reason.
It happens again.
Am I alright now?
Reasonably. Don't know how long it'll last.
If it continues, tell me and I'll go and reset my internet. See if that helps.
You look pretty pixely.
I'll turn it off actually for now because it'll just fuck with my connection more.
Okay. So did you hear what I was saying, or?
You said that I basically worked out how to do it, but you said I'm gonna have to do a test later on to.
Yeah, you could later on. Well, when
Do it.
you go and meet KD Arms guy, I'll allow you to roll again with a plus from him, in order to find out, to try and crack it. But on your if you fail out, then on your own now you have done you've done half the job yourself. You now know the theory, but now you just need to minimize it to the point where it's actually viable. Because you can't just strap a fucking big old battery pack to a bayonet and hope for the best, can you?
No.
So.
And I'm playing with the dog.
You what, mate?
Are you trying to teach the dog anything in particular?
I am. Yeah. Like I'm sat at this desk and I've just finished fiddling with this and I'm pretty happy with myself. I turn to the dog and I'm gonna be like, "Stay."
Is that it?
And I'm like, "Learn, stay," and I'm gonna keep pointing at it, like, "Learn it, revise it, stay." Talking to the dog.
Well, do you want to roll me wrangling?
I thought it'd just understand it. No, just log off it, right?
Think of it this way: you aren't. You've been its owner for a day. Not even a day, half a day.
And we're best of friends.
Yeah, okay. Your previous wrangling's wearing off.
Right. Oh, you want me to do another wrangling test then?
Yeah, I do.
Is that a game? For fuck's sake. What does my wrangling go off? Because I haven't actually got it in my
Wrangling
thingy.
goes off intelligence, I think.
Good. I've got good intelligence. I'm just going to add it on now. Wrangling.
Or does it?
I
no,
think it's going to be a
wrangling's-
charisma one or something like
no,
that.
charisma isn't the thing. Like it rolls a fellowship.
No, it doesn't. No, not fellowship. Pick something different.
I'll find it then, won't I?
I'm pretty sure it's off. Willpower. Yeah.
Actually, I
willpower
don't think
is
you're actually able to do that because it's
I reckon it's ballistics.
that. No, it's an advanced skill. Oh, you do actually have it apparently.
Yeah, I do have it, but I can't remember. Like, I never added it into my advanced skill list.
Yeah, it's intelligence. It rolls off.
Oh, thank fuck for that.
You're just happy
Else it would
I
be
didn't make you
fucking
roll it off.
Terrible.
Yeah, roll it off fellowship. Just go, fuck off, stay where you are. And he just sort of looks at you like, what a cock.
Right. Do I have to do another wrangling test to teach it a move?
Yeah.
Teach my Pokemon. Right. Right. Well, I'm gonna go for Knack
But
again.
your dog already knows 4 moves. Please choose one to swap out. 3, 2,
Oh.
1, poof.
Oh wait, I did the wrong.
Pokemon logic. I like.
Yeah.
Right. I did. Hang on. That was.
I'm
I
assuming
failed
that's not your wrangling.
I
Rob.
did. I did
That's
them
your
in the
Knack,
wrong
isn't it?
order.
That's
I'm
your-
trying to do Knack, yeah. I did actually get my Knack though, even though I failed my evocation.
Okay.
Right, so now we'll do the 100. In fact, actually, can I bolster my chances with pieces of my breakfast?
Yes, you can have a +10 for feeding it your breakfast.
Yes, that's.
But you've got to give it a
Pieces
full
of
half. You can't skimp.
I've got a ration pack anyway, so yeah, I'm good. I've got extra.
I was gonna say you give the dog your ration pack.
No,
and
I'm
it's
eating the ration.
It sort
pack.
of looks at the ration pack, looks at you, just go, I've had enough of you. I'm off.
I'm not just gonna give it like a cube of noodles or something.
Cube of the worst
Right.
shit you ever tasted in your life.
Nope, fail it.
Yeah, you tell it to stay, and it just sort of walks up to you, starts like fondling you with its tongue. He's like, oh, he's speaking to me. Must mean he must want to play. You do not succeed in making it learn the ability to stay on command. Try again next time.
Just pass it on the head. Yeah.
So, who's first out of the? Who's first out of the house then? Are you up and early, Pete, and you're out to go meet this person, or are you? They didn't specify a time.
What time is it?
It's about 8:30 in the morning.
Doesn't that mean we can't go out?
8:30 in the morning.
We burn, don't we?
What?
We're underground.
You're
City's
underground. Very first thing I said was that this whole place is inside a
You couldn't
volcano.
walk outside the hotel because you just cooked.
I've already said I can't remember what I had for dinner 2 nights ago.
All right. So what? Are you up and going, or?
Yes, I have some business to attend to. I'm going to.
You step out and like scare yourself because you don't know if you're gonna fucking burn.
It's like, is the sun down yet? I don't know.
He's like putting his hand in and out of the doorway.
It's like, ow. Okay, so you tootle off Are you gonna head straight there, or you wanna? Is there some shopping destinations on the way?
I just want to go there.
Um,
I know what this business is.
So this hotel's on the second ring, so you go and find yourself a mag lift, and the familiar pullings as you descend down to the third ring, and like before there's like a little incline that goes down to where all the manufactories are, and round the like tip of it before, like around near the mag lifts, there's like a lot of like a lot of like fast food sort of like joints, like it's all like deep fried food, or like sort of like pubs that also do like quick meals, that sort of stuff. And there's a number of pubs there. There's hold on. Yep. There's a pub called Joey's, a pub called Giuseppe, and a pub called Yates.
You can ask which I want to go into.
Yeah. From where you are, Yates, much like the name implies, it has a lot of mercenaries in it. It does look like a bit like a mercenary dive bar sort of thing. It's got a lot of people just like sat on the steps outside and just chatting and stuff, and they all look quite heavily augmented. So I say augmented, like cybernetically enhanced, whatever. Giuseppe, that one has like, it looks. Adam's gone. It looks quite like common. There's not many people knocking around, but all those that are look like they're all in like work overalls, and are like smudged with like soot and things like that. Some of them have like forged gloves on, things like that. And the other one, Joey's, looks like it has a lot of like administration staff there. Like right out the front, you could see the forge master that you saw on your first day here, just like barking like loudly to like a bunch of women that he's obviously trying to impress, and like swilling this big tankard of like some sort of awful beer.
I'll go to the mercenary place. Yates.
So you're not really it's not like Western where everything stops when you walk in, a new face walks in, but it's like everyone certainly notices you. Everyone at least takes a glance. Once you get inside, there are different people in here. It's not as the outward appearance would suggest. But there's like, it's all like people in uniform still. Like you see a couple of a uniform that you've not seen so much yet. One at the like, there's a table of people that look like they have like flight suits on, with like almost like rebreathing apparatus that's like, it's just like hung loosely because it's not, they haven't got the helmet on inside, and they're all just chatting. Nothing looks like out of place though. Do you want to just like ask around? Because you weren't given a name or anything.
I don't really have any information as to who I'm supposed to speak to, so maybe it would be better if I just stood silent and looked at, scanned the room, seeing if anyone's taken a particular interest in me.
Okay. Roll me perception.
Oh, balls.
10 out of 10.
Oh, God.
Yeah, okay, so...
Can I take the one, please?
No. So nothing really sticks out at you. Like there's people like glance at you every now and then, but basically you're not the most imposing presence. You're a guy who's basically wearing just flat jacket and and by the way, I thought I'd mention this because you probably had forgotten you were even wearing it. You are wearing a hard hat because you did pick up a hard hat in the tunnels.
That's true.
So you got full flak armor and a hard hat. You look a bit weird. And some people laugh at you, like under the breath, but quickly turn away. No one's really giving you much attention.
There's a bar, isn't there?
Yeah.
I want to go and speak to the bartender.
Um,
I'd like to ask him if he knows if anyone is looking for an elderly gentleman for a meeting this afternoon.
He sort of squints at you. And he's like, no.
Did you just offer him escort services? Anyone looking for a meeting with an elderly gentleman?
No. He's like, no one. People just come to and from. No one really asks for anyone in here. You could ask around, but personally, I've not seen anyone.
Who does he think that? Who does he think would be a good person to ask?
He sort of points over into the corner.
Mhm.
And there's a guy that sat there. He's quite heavily armored, but not in the traditional sense. A lot of his body is cybernetics. More so than pretty much everyone in here that has cybernetics looks very uniform. Everyone has at least one arm done, has one eye,
Mhm.
has some sort of modulation of their voice slightly, and has ports in the side of their head. But there's one guy at the back that he got both arms, from what it looks like, both legs. His chest is heavily modified. One of his eyes is also like that, but he has at the same time he has a full head of hair. It's jet black, and he's wearing a duster.
Mhm.
It's like a muddy brown duster. It looks like it's had a lot of use. It's got a lot of wear, and he's wearing just a very light hat. But it's like the Lex hat, but a lot more slight.
And this is the guy that the bartender's describing or
Mhm.
pointing out.
Yeah.
Then
He says, that guy there, Johan Yates, he runs this whole thing. He gestures to all the augmetics, all the augmetic people.
what type of drinks does he like? Oh crap! I just threw mints at myself.
That's one. He sort of looks a bit amused, and he's like, quadruple whiskey.
Then I'd like one of those, please.
He pours you one out, and he that'll be 6 credits, please.
I'll do that.
So he ends up with 20 levels of fatigue or some shit.
I was just thinking, if you got cybernetics, imagine how hard alcohol would hit you because you've got less body, haven't you, to soak that shit up? Wouldn't having missing limbs and shit just mean you've got drastically more of it, and you're
But you could
But
probably
having less limbs also means that you have potential to have bio scrubbers in your chest.
oh
That
shit.
basically make it impossible for you to get drunk on
Yeah.
anything short than a quadruple whiskey. Which will be the sort of thing this guy has.
And before Pete's just dropped £100 on a pint of whiskey.
He has the money for it.
Yeah, we know he has the fucking one.
Wait, when you said 6 credits, you did mean guild, didn't you?
Yeah, sorry.
Right.
All going all imperial.
Okay, then. I will take the drink off him, and I shall go towards this guy.
So you walk towards him, and he's leant back with like right into like a corner section of like the like you know those the seats that are like into the wall almost, with like padded bits on. He's like let back directly into a corner of one of those, with his arms like up on the side, and like an empty glass in front of him, and he eyes you up as you approach. Can I help you, sir?
I'd like to offer you a drink, if you don't mind. And then I'll sit next to him, provided he doesn't punch me.
That's mighty kind. To what do I owe this pleasure, sir?
I heard you might be aware of anyone looking for an elderly gentleman in these parts.
Elderly gentleman, you might say. Yeah, he looks thoughtful for a minute, and he goes, "Afraid I do not, sir, but I will take that drink off your hands." And he sort of, did you put it down for him, or have you still got it in your hand?
Yeah. I did.
So he just like drinks half of it in one thing, and like places it down again. He barely looks like that hit him at all.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
You seemed like you were going to speak then.
Well, yeah. Did you take any of your gear out with you? Are you armed?
Yeah.
So you have your like rifle on your back.
Yeah.
And he goes, okay. You could see him looking like behind you, as if he's like looking at your weapon, and he sort of like tilts his head a bit, and he's, "Where are you from, boy?"
Boy. This old man.
How old is this guy?
Well, one thing you don't know is how much of this guy is actually his own. Like, this guy could very well just had juvie treatments and like transplants, and he could be twice your age, and you wouldn't know it.
Well, I have to say it's been a long time since I've been called a boy, but I am. Wait. Okay, confused. My home world says feudal world. Surely that
You're
is
supposed to make up your own world.
10
10 out of 10. Pete at his finest. You can just.
I can't believe that.
Did you pick a background package real quick?
No, but you can just give like, you know, like
I'm
like
from a feudal world, very very far away. I'm not from these parts.
I got that. he sort of looks at your at like your guard flak and like it's like, not many scuffs. You seem pretty good with that thing. You offer some work?
I would be interested in some, depending on the pay.
That can be disputed. You see, there's a man I need dealt with. Do you think you're offer a bit of assassino?
Who is he?
He like pulls out a data slate and like slides something along, and holds something up. You got
Yeah, I was expecting you to tell me what was on the slate.
Yeah, I am. I'm just trying to find the slate. There's a man with the name of Jonas Peer. He lives up on the surface. I was about to send out a bounty for him, but seeing as you wandered around in here, I decided I might give you first dibs. How do you
What's-
feel about that?
What's the price? What's the risk? And why?
Well, you see, he has a very small little force. Nothing really to be worried about. The other thing is that he sort of like gestures around. I'll show you. Notice my compatriots here. We're part of June, the mercenary group here on Cerevex. My name is, as I said before, Johan Yates. I own this here establishment. He sort of like gestures around again. Now, we specialize in heavy vehicles. We're talking tanks, that sort of shebang. So, unfortunately, actually deploying to the surface costs a bit much. So, if we're going for a target, we go for a big target. We demolish it off the face of this here planet, and we get paid. Simple. Now, when the target is small enough, we really don't want to be bothered. It ends up costing more to deploy than we actually get back. So, here's the deal. You do this job, we split it 50-50. Nah, I'll tell you what. We'll split it 30-70. Your way. I get some of the contract money. You get the money for killing him. Hey, if you go and discuss it with some of the guys further, because I've never seen this particular troop, but they may have valuables. Might be worth swiping.
You didn't actually tell me the cost. The bounty.
That'll be 700.
I want at least 80-20 since I'm the one who has to do all the hard work.
Now, if you hadn't walked in here today, you would not necessarily have gotten this contract.
Yes, but there's also plenty of other jobs just waiting to be taken that I could do. So I don't really think that's a benefit to me.
Roll me persuade.
God damn it.
That's 62 persuade.
Yeah.
Yeah. This goes. We're afraid 30-70 is my offer.
The old man starts having a stroke.
I can't think of anything else to bleed out with.
Just to clarify, by the way, that's 700 for you. That's the 70-30 already
right.
done.
I see.
Yeah. So it would have been a grand overall.
Very well then. I'll take him up on his offer.
Very good, my friend. Very good. And do you have a data slate on you?
I believe so.
Okay. Yeah, he sort of holds his out and like swipes it towards you, and you gain like the full document file on the guys.
It doesn't actually look like it.
No?
I don't seem to have one in my gear.
Um,
Wait, is the compad a data slate?
it would interface with each other, yeah.
Okay, that's fine then.
Alright. So he goes, "My thanks for the drink, but I must be getting on." So he sort of stands up and like dusts off the duster, and he sort of like clasps you in, like does like a series of pats on your shoulder as he passes you, and you could like even his fingers are augmetic, and like it's like the weight and like the pressure he applies to your shoulder each time like increases to the point where you actually got sort of like sag a little bit to one side as he walks past you.
Okay.
Best of luck, my friend.
Goodbye, sir.
Okay. Then he
So
toodles off.
I'm looking at my my data slate, and I see a note about this very meeting that I'm looking for. And notice that it actually says, "Meet me tomorrow at the Inn of the Prancing Pony."
Oh,
So
so
I
it does.
think I'm in the completely wrong part, and I'd like to leave.
Might have been joking at the time, but whatever.
You
Unless
don't
wanna-
leave a note for someone with a joking name of the inn to go to.
What would you? Okay? Would you rather pull up a floor map?
What?
Would you like to pull up a map on your
Um,
compad?
Okay.
Do you wish to search for the prancing pony?
Okay. Yes, I will. This may not be safe for work, but it's okay. I'm alone. Go in
Okay.
private mode.
So the prancing pony is just a bit down there, just a bit down the road.
Then I think I should go there.
Oh. So, okay. So the entrance to this is clear because it's not a pub. It's not a tavern. It's an inn. And it's like it's 40k travel lodge is what it is.
It's expensive.
It is. It's nice though. It's very nice though. Okay, so
Good place.
you walk in and there's no one outside like there was at the other places. And once you get inside, all the halls are very clean, very nice. And there's just a straight line up to the front desk. And like the hall branches off 2 ways from the front desk.
Did you say there was anyone at the front desk?
Yes,
I'll just approach the front desk.
there's just a man like idling.
How are you, sir?
He sort of like he shakes his head and looks at me and goes, "Oh, hello, sir. Do you wish for a room tonight?"
No, but I've been informed that I have a meeting with someone. Have you? Has anyone been to the front desk inquiring about an elderly man?
He sort of looks at you in disbelief for a second, and then like looks down on his his list. And he's like, "Oh, are you Mr. Peterson?"
Yes, I am.
And he sort of nods there, and he just like types down for a shot. It sort of like clacks on it on his little like keyboard for a minute, and like a little card comes out of the little machine, and he swipes it and then gives it to you. He goes, "There's someone waiting for you on the 3rd floor, sir."
Okay, thank you. I'll. Did you say there was a lift anywhere? I didn't actually ask how we get there. This happens all the time in real life.
Many apologies, sir. If you go straight down there, and he points down the left, down to his left, so you're right. Straight down there, and right at the end, there'll be a lift. It'll take you straight up to the room. The room number that you're going to is on the card. And if you look at the card, it has room 302.
Okay, I will head towards the lift.
I think as you press the button for the lift, we'll cut to someone else. So, Kroll, are you up to out?
I'm still asleep.
Wow, really?
No, I wake up. Is Lex still about?
Still cleaning guns.
I inquire about my fucking gun. Like, where's my gun, lad?
It's coming along fine. When you push me, bro, it'll be done when it's done. but it's almost done. We're getting there. We need to go and see this guy anyway soon. He's gonna help us. He's gonna tell me, give me some knowledge about it.
Should we go see him? 'Cause I'm wanting my gun.
What time is it now? So, is it like?
Well, at least an hour and a half or so has passed.
Is it like
So you're looking at
11 o'clock or something?
You're looking at around 11, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, might as well head off.
Okay.
And then, well, I'm guessing Lars is still asleep, so we'll just
Guess
head
so.
on out.
Okay.
Guessing Cassus is still face down, not breathing.
Mhm.
Whatever.
It's
So
like stripped of all money.
We should steal his ID.
Which one?
All of them.
I'm really like, nah, forget that. We'll get by much better without Arbitrator ID. And yeah, so yeah, let's head out then. Let him sleep.
Okay. So you head out, and if you walk around the ring, you'll come to the Cadian Arms once again. You can see though, it's like the door is locked, and he has like a in progress sign.
Mm.
It's like and he's just like, there's like a couple of like cleaning servitors, like just like going like this down all the aisles, and he's there. He's like squeaky cleaning his little plexiglass window.
Alright.
Unless you want to try and get his attention.
Yeah, walking over it. Ready for some gun talk?
Right.
When I get to the
So-
glass, yeah.
You're gonna like.
Yeah,
so the front
I'll-
door's
I'll-
locked, so you're gonna
Yeah,
like.
I'll rap on the glass, yeah. Like, just a quick, sharp knock, yeah.
You hear like one of the servitors say something, and like it drops its brush, and like brandishes some sort of large weapon, and starts like approaching the door, just going like
Fucking what?
intruders. Whereas and the guy, the owner of the Cadian Arms, sort of goes, oh no, bad servitor, bad, get back, no. He sort of like punches a panel at the back with his closed fist, and it just sort of the light dies in its eyes, it just powers down, and he sort of just shakes his head and just like curses in like space Mexican, and like turns his sign around and like unlocks the door and opens it up for you. He's like, oh, sorry about that, we broke up with servitors, harder than I thought, yeah.
Yeah, that thing's off now, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's sort of like the other one's still working, but he sort of like slaps his hand on its like monolithic arm for what it is, because from what it looks like back on Scintilla, whatever. You may have seen these before. They're almost like oversized. Like they're not strictly combat servitors, but they are like say for example, have you ever actually? This would be interesting. Have you ever actually partaken in one of your homeworld's customs before? Did you ever play in one of the death games?
Yeah.
You and how did you do in it?
Did well. Until, that's part of my character's backstory anyway. Like, as one of the ways his powers manifested.
Yeah.
Was during one of these like organized gunfights that they do as like sports. Like, I pulled off some like impossible shot basically. Like, I shot a guy through a wall while he was like running or something like that, and like didn't think anything of it, and then like came out of the fight, and then people were like, "What the fuck? Like, what the hell was that?" And then that's when the black ship came, basically.
Well, you will definitely have known this sort of creation as something that would just like, you'll notice that it almost looks like it has like rough welding along the bottom of its like torso, where it's basically had its because previously it would have been like socketed into like a mounting and used as basically like an intelligent turret in one of these old like death games. I'll say old, current death games. And it looks like it's been like relocated and repurposed for like cleaning, but it's like the guy has not done a particularly good amount of scrubbing on its old code, and it's still very much hostile, but can be dissuaded.
Yes.
As
It's all
opposed
about
to
death
just
to germs.
yeah, basically. So, yeah, he sort of leaves it there, just powered down at the front door, while the other one continues to like. It's basically like retrofitting a robot that previously had chain guns for arms, socketed into like a box with like ammunition on it, to removing its guns, or like removing one of its guns, putting basically like a mop on it that has that is like able to move 360 degrees, and like like the like street sweepers that we have, it's like two of those socketed onto the front.
It's got buffer pads.
So it scrubs the floor and it polishes things with its like arm thing as it goes past. Multi-cleaning. It's pretty good job, but yeah.
I'm going to compliment him as we pass that on the ingenuity. Ingenuity, is that the right word? Of the design of the thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's impressive.
Oh yeah,
Haven't seen one of those in a long time.
I got them real cheap, see, because they didn't do so well. A guy hit them with a crack grenade, split them wide open. I found all their pieces, put them together. Not bad. Pretty penny. And he sort of he looks back at the one he punched into off mode, and he's like, Jerry's not so good. Nah, he still suffers.
Jerry.
He still suffers. And he looks over the other guy, and it's like, Frank's a good guy. He keeps cleaning no matter what. I have to actually physically stop him from cleaning. He's real good. He's real good. I did a proper job on him. Proper job. He
Fell asleep once, and he was trying to clean my inner windpipe with a broom.
He had less damage to circuit stuff, so I didn't have to super glue them back together. Yeah. He sort of does a grin. It's like, now how can I help you, gentlemen?
Right. Here to accept your invitation on talking about show and tell bayonets.
Oh
that
yeah,
we talked about yesterday.
I set that all up before I went to sleep last night, so I wouldn't forget. See, but I still forgot. He goes, oh, you here as well? See man.
Seaman starts with a K.
So he sort of just gives you a thumbs up. It's like, always good to teach young, upstanding members of society good trade skills, yeah. And he sort of claps you on the shoulder, and completely disregards the finger bones around your neck. And he starts quickly moving along and goes, come on. Now, you've never seen him outside of his plexiglass, but he's literally he's not very tall. You're looking at, he's 5'6". He's a tiny man when he's not behind his plexiglass.
It's like a magnifying glass.
Yeah, exactly. But you can tell his legs have been cybernetics.
Right.
Low grade, not very good at all. You can hear them. You can hear the servos as he walks when he's out from behind the glass. But so
yeah.
You're just gonna come with him then?
Yeah, we'll follow him on. Yeah.
Okay. He takes you out and takes you in into his back room, and true enough, he's laid out a bunch of tools that you would have never really thought you would need for it, but if you thinking about it a little bit more, you realise that for downsizing, these are definitely what you'd need. And have you brought the stuff that you tried earlier with you?
Oh yeah, I've got the bayonet and I've got the autogun. I've got my like little toolkit or whatever
Are
I've been using.
are you gonna explain to him what you've done so far then?
Yeah, I'm gonna like just break it down like the method I was thinking of doing, and then like talk about theories of like connecting it and like power
Okay.
flow and stuff like that.
He stays latched onto you as you speak. He just like he nods every now and then. His mouth is like slightly open. It's like
This guy's Gareth.
it's not set in stone. Okay, and he's like, yeah, you did good job. Of course, glaring problem. We fix that right now. And he takes you over and like talks you through his tools, and like methods of how to downsize. And he's like, depends, you see, 'cause what you can't do is you can't downsize it enough and keep all the power. So shock baton, yeah, but you need a lot of power, which means that if you wanted a big battery, you'd need to replace the battery every time, which is not good in firefight. That, and if it short circuits in a firefight, you'll fry yourself. So and he sort of like he shows you the way of like basically like insulating it, wearing like insulating gloves, etc., and like basically taking apart the battery like completely. And like he gets like a plastic housing, and like takes all the batteries out of the pack, slides them into the plastic housing, and like glues them in. And like you see like a few minutes, he like puts the wires on and like sort of like takes the gun over to like almost like a drill. He sort of like drills two small holes through the bottom of the bayonet and like weaves the wires through to create like a full circuit, and then gets like some sort of like it looks almost like tape, but you know it's not quite the same thing, and he sort of like layers it around the very edge of the blade, and as you watch it like takes on the properties of the metal and like becomes the same color as the metal, so you can't like see it there anymore. And he goes, you see, you get that? Like, you try.
I'm like, shit, this guy knows what he's doing. Like,
Roll me tech use of the +30.
right then, / roll. So I get all my. In fact, can I do my? I'm gonna do psychic knack again, just to like try and ensure this.
Mhm.
Proper That's it. I get my thingy. So. No.
Damn it!
You're a demon. Stop it. And then absolutely blast that.
He goes, yeah, that's good. See, you do it. So he sort of like takes you to the side and like he shows you different ways of binding it, etc. And he does it for you. He takes some more of that like tape and like a TIG welder. He sort of like does a very very basic weld job and then like tapes it over. And it's like becomes translucent, and it looks like it's part of the gun. And he says to you, now, because this is unorthodox, we don't want to show it to any big dealers, yeah? They will shoot you down. Also, not 100% work. He sort of like puts his hands like, can I have a chance to fail? But it will not shock you. Might discharge in a cone though. Win-win, yeah? So
sounds win-win to me. Discharging a cone.
It's like, but if it does break, you will have to take it off and replace batteries. Bit of work, but I show you. You know now, don't you?
I think I got the gist of it. Yeah, I think I'm.
Good man. And it's sort of like he hands it back to you, and like just like throws all of his tools back into a large box he has, and like clears the workspace, and he's like, "Okay, so anything else you need me for?"
I'm gonna ask him actually. Yeah. Do you know anyone who handles demolitions for the mines? Like who? Because I'm just trying to apply my hand to a bit of explosives knowledge. I'm
He nods slowly, and he's like, yeah. Old man Sten. He's good.
Old man Sten. Whereabouts is he reside?
Oh, you'll find him all the way down on Third Ring. He lives like right in center, like in between the factories. That's where he's got his workshop. All the manufacturers get him for the best C4. Really good.
Mm.
You can get debt tape. You can get. Well, you can't get melter charge. Well, they're a bit more kiddie tanks, yeah.
Yeah.
But you can get good demo from that guy.
Yeah.
Although, and he stops
Oh,
for a
sorry.
second. He's like, you may need to actually show him that you can use them, because he's had some bad problems in the past selling it to one of the surveyors. They didn't know how to use them. They blew half a mine up and killed about 40 people. He's never been particularly good after that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna
But you
thank him
can't
for.
beat him. Best explosives on Servax. Hands down.
We're not. We're gonna go shake his hand. Like, thanks for your help in this. Helped a lot.
So you put one hand out and he takes him in both hands, like vigorously shakes your hand. He's like, "No problem. You come back anytime. I teach young people all time."
Thanks a lot. Yeah, I'm just gonna take or leave then.
He sort of eyes you, crawl out the side of his eye like, "Anything, see man?"
As we're like heading out, I just turn around and go, "Oh yeah, I need some shells for my shotgun."
Okay. He nods, and as you were leaving, I'm assuming. So he shut his little plexiglass thing and locked it up again. He sort of like rummages in like a locker in the back. He brings out a bunch of stuff, and it's all just like regular shells, but he just sort of looks at you like, how many you need?
Well, that depends on the price.
I'll be selling.
They're like one each.
Like, I'll
One each is expensive.
give you a rack for 2 geld. That's 20 shells.
Yeah, I'll go for that then.
Okay.
You don't know how many 20 is.
Of course I do.
20 blanks, then you need to reload the gun.
He leans in now and he's like, now, depends. Do you want something maybe a bit more exotic?
Exotic.
Something that gives you a bit more killy power.
You say killing or kitty?
Killy.
Killing.
He said neither.
Unless you wanna forge a line, yeah? You wanna clear a room real good like.
What have you got? I mean, I haven't got a lot of cash.
He sort of reaches into the back, like spins out a small rack. It's like, how many shotgun shells can your shotgun take
18.
in one clip? 18 in one clip.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. He's a rack of like 10 shells. He goes, these are all I got for now, but these are Inferno shells. It's like a mini melter in a shotgun shell. It's really cool.
I assume I'm almost at the door by this point, but I freeze.
Well, arguably you're on the other side of the room and he's at the glass. So
Can I make a roll to hear it?
no.
That's fine then. I walk out. Now he's fucked because it's all on him for money. Haha.
So how much are we talking for these?
Seeing the explosion goggles.
Roll me. Roll me. Roll me, Barter.
I forget. Is that just a 100?
Yeah.
Oh fucking hell!
Oh. Okay, and he's like, "You frame 30."
30. Oh fuck.
Just to clarify, these shells are really expensive.
Yeah.
And no, that's with a heavy discount. Heavy discount. You're talking
They don't
you're
say-
talking 18 gelt a shell.
They're the ones we were talking about earlier on.
Don't think so.
I say I've got a shock maul. I'll give you a shock maul for those 10.
Do you?
Because we got
Didn't
2. You got 1, and I got 1.
Didn't Castor sell one?
At some point, we should actually start splitting up the
Oh
group.
shit! I don't know. Now I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Castor sold the other one. and
Okay,
we,
maybe
like,
I don't then.
Yeah, he did.
Like,
I forgot to take it out of my inventory then.
Yeah.
Fuck.
He sort of shrugs. He goes, "Can put it on your tab. I already know you're coming back, sir." So like wiggles his eyebrows like a wave.
Castus has control of the fucking group account, doesn't he?
yeah.
He does.
Can't just
but
magic
I'm
this
gonna,
out of the
no, I'm
fucking
gonna
group
say
account.
you can. Everyone will have access to it, but the thing is, you ready for this? You can't read. So the day that Castus allows the, I'm gonna say it politely, tramp of the group to have access to actual throne gelt
Oh fucking hell!
is the day Castus actually tells you to eat someone. Which, funnily enough, it
That
has
day's
done.
already
It
passed.
has done.
That day is already passed.
Actually eat someone, as opposed to just go. I mean, that'll happen when a lawbringer punches an old man. Oh. Fucking Castus. He's not a lawman. Jesus. Alright.
Okay. I say to him, I guess put it on the tab and I'll sort you out with some money later.
He nods and he's like, of course there is interest, so I'm gonna have to bump that up to 40, but you can have them, no problem.
40's alright, okay.
And
Yeah.
he slides the 10 Inferno shells to you.
You got all 10 for that price for 40?
Yep.
Oh fuck. They're called blazer shells anyway, man.
No, there is Inferno shells.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Alright. What am I thinking of?
You are looking in Dark Heresy Core, aren't you? It's page 143.
I'm not looking. I was reading something else.
143
Okay,
on Core.
I just nod at him, say thanks.
Oh.
And then, yeah. Join
You can
work.
now see me. So you guys trot out. I'll swap back to P.T. Peterson. So the lift arrives. Ping.
Oh, they're not even that good.
Slides
Right.
open. And it's empty, so you can step on in and go up to floor 3.
Let's go!
So reach floor 3. It opens up, and you can see like the door directly on your left is 01, and it was 302 your room. So it's next up.
Do I get to look through the peephole with 301?
Peepholes don't reverse. You should know that by now. I mean, it's just a door.
I'll go straight to the room and try and listen.
Roll me
Listen
perception.
to the door to see if there's any noise. Oh, balls!
Sweet.
That was a 1D
That's-
199.
Oh, why can't you
Oh, that
roll
was good as
properly?
well.
It's really good, actually.
I think, is that
Absolutely
still a
not.
pass or
I think so.
What were you rolling? What was it? Sorry, I missed it.
perception?
Ooh.
No, that is not. That is not a pass.
Was it not an awareness roll or whatever?
Oh, are you joking?
Yeah, you failed by 1.
Oh, God!
You should give him that.
I've got 30.
He rolled a 200.
You what?
Is he not rolling an awareness?
Idiot.
No, he rolled a 1d100. Oh, you mean on the first roll? Yeah.
Yeah, that was a
199,
accident.
you idiot.
Yeah, I don't even know how he does this. So there's Pete in it.
That is brutal.
So if you just press your head to the wall, your old ears hear is like you hear like a woman talking in like low tones to someone who like is like, well, what they're replying, but they're not. They're like the volume levels are completely wrong for a normal conversation. Like the woman's like talking like low and menacingly. You can't tell what they're saying, but you can just hear the tone of voice. And the man in the room is just like wailing, basically.
I'm going to. This might be a bit stupid. I'm gonna ready my gun and knock on the door.
Okay.
And stand back.
Even before Pete's character's dead.
So you hear a knock on. You hear a knock. They hear it. Well, knock. And like whatever. When you backed away from the door, you lost the ability to hear them.
Mhm.
So like nothing happens. How long are you planning on waiting? So you just stand there at the door. There's no sound. No one's coming. Like doesn't sound like anyone's coming to open the door.
Um. Well,
Obviously, the next step of his irrational behaviour is to kick the door in, firing his grenade launcher at the nearest human.
actually, I was thinking I'd like to go to the side of the door. I have a key card for it, don't I?
Yes.
I'll open it with my key card and shove the door open and poke my head round.
So you do that. So you swipe it and shove it. Like look round. What hand are you gun in? What hand are you? You're right-handed. So the swipe was on the right-hand side of the door,
Mhm.
and it opens from left. So it's basically like door here, swiped, open. You like that. So unless you were like holding your gun on like one finger and swiping.
No, wouldn't the logical thing to do? Wouldn't that be
Swipe with left.
swipe, put the card away, then open?
Well, okay, is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay, so you swipe it, and by the time you get to the door, it's locked again.
Oh. What's with these stupid locks?
Because fucking hotels, that's what happens in a hotel. You have to swipe
Fine.
it open straight away.
Fine, I will open. I'll open the door like a normal person.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Gun still out, or?
Yeah.
So swipe the core and swing the door open. So you like, you hit immediately with this like the smell of like stale sweat and
Lovely.
like unwashed people.
You talking about my bedroom right now?
Yeah. No, I'm talking about the hotel room. And like there doesn't seem to be any sound, but like you can like there's no one talking, but you could definitely just hear like ragged breathing.
So what can I see? Like, how's the room structured?
Right. So when you open the door, there is a small hallway with a door at the end.
Hmm.
Just ahead of you, there's a door to the left, and from where you are, you can see like a kettle. So you could consider that was the kitchen. And just a bit along from that, there's another door, and the door's like slightly open.
I will head towards the door, shouting hello. Hello! Hello!
Okay, which door? I mean, the one at the end or the one that's slightly open?
The one that's slightly open.
Okay.
Hello!
Okay.
Hello!
So you approach the door,
Hello!
and so you just just push the door open with like one hand. Like in the middle of the room, there's like a man stripped down to his briefs, like tied to a chair, with like minor lacerations all over him. And he's got his head down with a bag over his head. He's just like breathing raggedly. But there's no one else in the room.
What, is he suffocating from the bag?
You can't tell.
I'd like to look. Am I properly in the room?
Well, you've just opened the door.
Right, so
So you stood in the doorway.
if I slowly enter while looking around, trying to see exactly, if there's anyone else in the room, am I about to get murdered?
Roll me awareness.
Sort of.
Okay, so you can't see any hint of anyone else that has been in the room, to your knowledge. But you yourself, remember two people talking.
Okay, I will take the bag off his head and ask him where she is.
Okay. It's like 2.5 meters to the center of the room, by the way.
Yep.
So are you going slowly or quickly?
Let's go quickly.
You walk up to the center of the room, and you just like pull the bag off, and
Where is she?
and like it's like the person looks very unremarkable, except they have a big nose, and they have like you notice that the guy still has like a necklace on, almost with like a half moon on, and he's had like half of an ear removed. But the moment like you get to the middle of the room and like tear it off, that's all you get before you like open your mouth. You feel like a point pressed to your back.
Well, that answers that then.
You hear like a very almost like an exotic woman speak to you. He goes, "Who are you?"
I am none of your business, missus. Who are you?
"Oh, I think you are. You managed to get in here with a key card. You must be Pete Peterson."
I can neither confirm nor deny that. Tell me who you are before I turn around and shoot you.
Roll. Do you want to roll me persuade at that or intimidate?
Yes.
Well, you can choose persuade or
Oh
intimidate.
God.
I'm just gonna say persuade from then. Hello, I'll say no. She sort of like laughs dryly, and like pushes the blade point into your back further.
Look,
Goes,
I am a professional throwing knife thrower.
It's like she just like shakes her head, and she's like, "You think you are funny? This is not the situation for humor, my friend." And sort of and she pulls the sword away, but you don't hear it like go anywhere.
So what do you want?
So she moves like alongside you, and like looks like she's bringing her sword up to like hit the guy. Do you do anything? You're just gonna let it happen.
Well, wait. At this point, she's behind me.
She walked like around the side of you to stand like directly in front of the man. Cause you're on the directly to the man's right.
I'll try and grab her arm if she tries to, I kill you.
Dom trying to call me. What's he doing? Okay. So you like grab hold of her arm before she swings the sword, and she's like looks at you and just shakes her head. It's like, what are you doing?
I asked you what you wanted. I'm not here to watch you butcher an old man.
He's not old. He's 30.
That's all to some people.
No, she just sighs and she just sheaths her you notice now having a look at it. It looks like a very old style curved blade. Equivalent being most likely like a tanto sort of thing. And she sort of just pulls a data pad off her side and just flicks some images up, shows them to you. One of them you can very clearly see is the man that you have in here. That has a single red line through it, as if it's been dealt with. And the other one has a name that you remember learning from earlier. Yeah, it's a name that it says Callias Powell on it. It looks like you were given a brief description by the other man, the hysteric guy. But now you actually see his face yourself. It looks like an elderly man, much like yourself, without any of the battle scarring. He's very, very light, like a light black skin. He wears deep glasses and has short cropped grey hair, and he just wears a business suit with a red and white striped tie. I believe you know who this is. In name at least. Yes, you know who it is. Hold on.
I know who that is, but I'd like to know why you're about to kill this guy.
He sort of he gestures at the man underneath, and when she taps the screen, there's the images shrink, and she turns the slate to the side, and almost like a business tree pops up, and it's different things leading to each other, and Powell is on the third line down, and the guy that she was pointing at is on the fifth, but directly ties in with the route to get to Callias Powell, so to speak. It's This man is his subordinate. We needed to politely ask him a few questions to learn all about Mr. Powell.
I'm pretty sure killing him isn't going to do that. But
Oh,
if
no.
if you have to kill him, then I'd like to speak to him before you do, because I believe he invited me here. Once I've got the answers that I want, feel free.
She just shakes head at you and is like, "Are you an idiot?"
Thought that was quite reasonable.
She closes that up again and opens the messenger, and you see the same message. I called you here, not this piece of shit.
Then why did you decide to put a knife in my back?
Because you walked into the room, completely unannounced, with a gun in your hand.
I opened the door with the key card that you left me at reception. How is that unannounced? I even knocked on the door, no one came.
She sort of like looks a bit sketchy, and she's like, "Never can be too sure."
Bloody hell!
She's like, "I have asked this man all I need to know. Now what I need to know from you is whether or not you are willing to take a contract for the cause." She and you notice now now if you actually get a good look at her, that she has like a badge on her, like over where her heart is, and it looks like a hammer crossed with so it looks like, almost looks like a sand rake, and it's like emblazoned with like 3 different coloured rings. You've never seen this before, but she's clearly part of like an organisation, so to speak.
What's her name?
You don't know.
What's your name, miss?
That is not my liberty to tell.
Does it begin with S and end with A?
That is not my liberty to tell.
I'm going to take that as a yes.
But she just shakes her head at you again. She's had enough of old men. She just says, if you are able to, and she looks at the rifle on your back and he goes, assassinate Mr. Powell. It would be a huge leap for my organization. We would pay you handsomely, and you would gain favor.
What would favour gain me, and how much are we talking?
She looks like she mulls it over, and she brings up another impressive sheet of almost like requisition papers for things as simple as a small dune buggy to a small chopper, like military grade, to tanks and shit. She's like, there is nothing that we cannot get with the right influence. Do you not think so? And she says, you would be looking at $2,000 in geld for this man's head. There will be more after him. And as she brings up the old thing again, there's rows above. Some of the rows have sections that are where a name would be. It's just a set of lines, and the picture is if you have an avatar before you've picked your avatar on something, and it's just an outline of a body and a question mark. They look like that, and there are some members that have the names and faces after though, and along the first rung. The first rung has 3 people in it. One of those people is the woman you know as Sarah Orthel.
Awful.
Yes.
Where's the first F? You missed an F.
I said Forthel.
I heard awful.
No.
Okay, then.
Gotta be such a pedantic bastard.
So what do I need to know about the job?
She swishes a few things again, and like you see like a few numbers and contacts are added to your slate. She goes, "It is not yet time," and she indicates a couple more people on like the 5th rung. It's like, once we have appropriated these people and learnt what they need to know, we will know exactly where Carius Powell is, what he lives, what he breathes, what he shits. We'll know everything. That is when you come in. We will let you know when we require you.
Okay, then I'll take the job.
Splendid. And she brings up a compad this time, and like presses a single button, and like turns away from you for a second, and she like speaks in hushed tones to someone, and as she puts the phone down, after she's only talking for like maybe 10 seconds, but as she puts the phone down, you like hear like a pinging on your pad, and you've had 500 credits added to your account, your personal account. Because this is incentive to remain at ease with our organization. As you have accepted this, I believe it is only fair for you to know exactly who we are. And she points at her little badge, and she says, "I cannot tell you who I am, but I work for Miss Jane Polero." And you'll notice this through like posters that were definitely you saw a lot of posters around the third ring of like someone looks like almost like a political movement as well as a physical movement of like workers that have like struck out against people like Sarah Forthall, and are attempting to like do a hostile takeover on Cerevex for the most part. She says, "We are the Eclipse. Not many people know who we are, but we work directly for Miss Polero." And she sort of like just bows her head to you and says, "It will be a pleasure, I'm sure." And she sort of like just blends into the background for a second, and like then she just disappeared.
She disappeared.
Mhm.
So this guy is still alive.
Well, you hear like a hacking.
Oh.
And if you look to the side, like nothing physical seems to be done to the man, but he's just like coughing uncontrollably.
Oh, I wanted to speak to him.
You got time.
Okay, then I'll speak to the guy. And ask him, how quickly does it look like he's going to die?
I'd say roll me tech Medicaid, but you don't have Medicaid, so you can't roll that. You have no clue. You are an old veteran of assassinos. You are not a doctor.
Okay, I'll just ask him one question then. Why should I not kill Carius Powell?
he just sort of like look. He just looks you like dead in the eyes, and just like coughs a few times, like a bit of like speckles of blood get on your like flak armor, and like with like a heaving, like, he like managed like to steady himself. And he just goes, Goliath Powell is powerful, but not infallible. He's done many things that don't make me proud to be his subordinate, but he's just an old man. He couldn't hurt a fly, not nowadays. Long with the glory days. He's past his prime. Let him live in the limelight. What's he ever done to you? And it sort of like continues coughing a bit. It's definitely something to consider here, that you as a highborn assassin, you will have killed many people like Goliath Powell from the comfort of a nice little hotel room somewhere, like just one shot, bang, gone. You've never known the reason why they were wanted dead. You've never known who they were, what they did, what family they had. You've never. Have you ever really been someone who would go out of their way to find out about people before they were shot?
No, but perhaps because of my age and
Getting sentimental.
my past issues, I might be a bit more open-minded to why I should do something now.
Okay. So, yeah, with that, he just sort of like takes a few really long intakes of breath, and then just falls back against the chair and just stops breathing.
Okay.
There's a slight bit of like foam at his mouth, so
should I be? I suppose I should probably be worried that I might catch something from him.
See, ew. Oh no, well you are in a room with the dead body, so.
I'd like to check his pockets to see if he's got anything of interest.
He's wearing underpants.
Oh yeah.
Check the only
Yeah,
pocket he has left.
He has some. It doesn't look particularly valuable, but he does have a chain around his neck with like a half moon on that I told you about. That's the only possession he has on him, unless you're a deranged pants thief.
Are his clothes not around the room somewhere?
You can't see them.
Okay, then I'll just take the
Unless you want to roll a search for them. Bearing in mind that the longer you stay in a room with a dead body,
it's not really worth it. I'll take the necklace, and then I'll leave the room. But there was another door that was closed, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I might as well take a look in there.
Okay. So you pop that open, and it's like the bedroom of this particular thing. It's very small, but it's very well kept. But it looks as if he hasn't even slept here yet. Like it may very well be that the assassin just hired the room out just to kill him in.
Okay. But
although for a corporate man like this, you would expect that he would stay in places like this at some point in his life.
Can I see anything immediately eye-catching?
Roll me perception.
Is that a 1d1?
Oh, roll me search.
Wait, is that different?
Rolls.
Oh, sod off!
Yeah, I don't think you got that regardless. Let's see what does search roll on.
Got 16.
Search rolls on perception, so
Yeah.
no. No, you can't see anything particularly valuable around.
Then I shall just leave, and I think this is a good point to go back to.
Okay.
My
So
place.
I think we'll take a little break there because I need to leave. So
How long is a little break?
a little break is about 10-15 minutes. Okay, so
Right, I'm going to the shop.
Okay.
Bastard. You're a bastard.
What?
Fucking 500. He's got 500 extra coins.
I
I'm
was
gonna hurt him.
actually contemplating giving it to you when I got back.